Right, hi everybody, we're back up to part 10, page 13 and 14. So what Anne wants us to do is pick a patterned material and two plain materials. Now I have, we're still on lockdown, so I can't get really to just a shop easily that has material. And the other go-to place would be a second-hand shop, and I have to go out to Wood End for that one because they're in regional, so they're not locked down. So I just looked at my stash and I couldn't really find anything as beautiful as Anne had. But what I thought was, I've been using a whole range of different textures in other ways, and there's a particular it's not a particular colour palette as such as it's a particular blended tonal, is that the right word? Like, you know, the tones all match each other. And then I've added in extra little bits and pieces that give the extra orange and yellow. This one, green in the background. So what I thought I would use, so these, this material here, I was looking at that and thinking, oh, I got about 5 different materials that are all like that. So I thought I would use one of those. I think actually I might have to do it like this, flatten that down. So I actually thought that this will go all right. It'll blend in. Well, as much as it can do. But anyway, I thought that I would use that, and of course pinning it to the back. Now I've let the other cat in, and she is just going berserk there at the door. She's ruined the carpet. Yeah, stop that scratching. And all she wants is food. She's just eaten, of course. Anyway, cats. It'll be good when my daughter comes back to Melbourne and takes her off my hands. Anyway, going to pin all that down. Now on top of this, so this is the background, but today's about pockets again, so but this time it's 2 pockets. So the idea that Anne had was that she was putting this beautiful bit of fabric in the background and then some pockets over the top, and making so this will be part 1 with the pockets anyway, so I won't get ahead of myself. Yes, so she said pattern material in the background, plain material for the pockets. I didn't think mine was patterned enough, so I've got patterned material for the pockets, but patterned in one colour, so it's still one colour, and I thought I would put those on. So that's the start. So we're not actually putting the pockets on because the next part requires something. We just need to know about something on the next part. So I am going to stitch on this background and then come back for the next bit. Okay, so here we are. This is what I've gotten up to. I haven't put this little pocket in yet because there's another thing I'm making. So I've got this off kilter a little bit. I started out with it thinking I was making it straight, and it somehow moved as I was stitching it, and then I thought, well, you know what, I like that actually. I've done as Anne did, I've done the lines, lots of just sort of straight stitch lines in single, and I've gone from an orangey colour through to an orange yellow through to a yellow, and then I ran out of yellow, so I went back to the orange again, the orangey yellow, and I've had this bit of edging that I've cross stitched on. So that's where I am with this. Now, what Anne wanted to make was, for this little pocket, was a little book. And we'll make a little other card for here, material card. Anne's little book is a bit specific, so she used wadding and she gave some clues of what to do on each single page. I decided I wanted to try one on this satin thing, and I haven't followed at all what Anne suggested, so I might make a little book that's like Anne's at another time, but for this time I actually just felt like having a bit of a free flow. So I've still got a few bits and pieces to fill in, but basically there's two ways it can go. It can either go this way, starting with that being the outside, and then I'll put a cover around it, or something I've been thinking I like is doing the folds like so. So it's a little concertina book, same as Anne's, but it's got its own little front and back cover already. So I'm kind of, every time I fold it, it always ends up with this on the top. So I'm actually thinking that, you know, following what's going on here, I might just leave it. Like I might just leave it as one long strip and maybe just put a tie around it or something like that, perhaps, when it's finished. So then the thing will be, this is why Anne said not to, because they're thick, not to sew this down. So I will be sewing down this side, but instead of pulling it tight, so I wouldn't be able to get that in, I'll be sewing here and here in a bit so that it can get in and out of the pocket. And then Anne made a little heart card that can go in there. So I'm not quite sure what I'm making, but I'm sure I'll make something and then I'll come back and show the whole thing. So I'll see you soon.